Revelation 981. From the 25th of June 1939. Announcement of an otherworldly friend. When the day draws to a close, man takes care of rest, and his thoughts wander much sooner into the spiritual realm, and the friends on the other side wait for this time, to then give support to their loved ones on earth, in order to stimulate their thoughts and to direct them into the spiritual realm. And a lively activity and busy spiritual work begins. Every soul on earth has its guardians and spiritual support, and they do not miss any opportunity to fulfill their task for these souls. Love drives them incessantly to spiritual work. The desire to promote their state of maturity, in order to spare them great suffering in the hereafter, lets them be constantly active. And man now feels the spiritual influence of these beings by the frequent lingering of the thoughts with dear deceased ones or questions concerning life after death. The more intensively man devotes himself to such thoughts, the more and easier the spiritual friends are able to influence him. Such hours of inner contemplation are unspeakably beneficial, because man then establishes the connection with the beyond, even if unconsciously. But it is also a need for the beings on the other side to make themselves known to people. They still have the desire to express themselves, but they can no longer do so in the way they did in earthly life, but the urge to communicate with their loved ones has not been lost. And where now a willing thought of a deceased draws him into the earthly nearness of the human being, the being on the other side is pleased, and now just a mental connection is formed between him and the human being, which remains uninterrupted as long as the will of the human being remembers the friend on the other side. If now the being in the hereafter is perfect, then its power is understandably also enough to exert great influence on the earthly man and therefore to be able to affect him mentally. But less perfect beings in the hereafter have on their part certainly the desire to express themselves somehow, however their power is not enough to establish a connection and to communicate themselves to the earthly beings as it is their desire. And this can only happen with the help of perfect spirit beings under the condition that these consider such a communication to be of advantage for earthly man. But the love of the beings for each other lets them also give help to each other, so that every soul's desire is satisfied. And so there are constantly beings near you wanting to express themselves, and they wait for the favor of an announcement because they partly expect blessings from it themselves. They leave no opportunity unused and also always stay around you because it is infinitely comforting for them to have found the visible proof of the connection from the beyond to earth through your spiritual work. And so a friend wants to make himself known to you through the loving admission on the part of your protector and give you the explanation himself, so that you recognize him. This is my greeting, which I offer you. Ni, Vim, Undost Etium. God be with you and strengthen you for the task you are to fulfill. Being single on earth has made me come into certain poverty, because no dear prayer follows me. I therefore feel it as a special benefit when your thoughts stay with me, who did nothing to earn them. I already felt this on earth and was therefore in great distress when the gates of the earth closed. Now I remember in remorse the unused earth time. I see your work, your striving and your love and would like to be able to still be active in the same way on earth. The earthly burden has been taken from me, but I still carry a burden with me, that I did not understand the miracle of divine love in time. That I searched, pondered and doubted, where I had to feel the love of God. That I did not prove myself and accepted the gift of grace with a grateful heart. A time limit was given to me, but I let it pass. Oh, seek me often with your thoughts, and call me near to you, so that I may learn to serve the eternal Godhead and now fulfill my task properly. And so I can only thank you and call out to you again, verite table just vitam. Amen.